And Kanu predicted, he said Benue will be hijacked by the Fulanis. And recently, Nnamdi Kanu lawyers come out to say that what that the status leaders should convey emergency meeting so that what happened in Benue will not happen to the southeast. What's your take as regards what Nnamdi Kanu
yes,
said?
Yes, if the leaders, if those called Fulani governors can come back to their senses and reason. I could see this morning, I heard and I discovered that Bianco Juku have receded her step. She decided now, to think good and to think wisely and to act wisely by trying to make peace between Master Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpan, whom she have betrayed. Now, I give God the glory. If those governors will come together, if what has happened in Benue, it must not happen here. So it is good.
And listening all over the world, you know that Miyetti Allah is a terrorist organization. You know that. They have killed. They have said that Benue State is theirs for the taking as a spoil of war. All of you are aware of it. You know what they are doing. Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as the president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason, you don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and enslave you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. All of you are repeating the exact same mistakes that the Hausas made. That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm Syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they said we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? And what is happening right now? I ask you, what is happening now? Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? They are not telling you we are Fulani. No more Hausa Fulani. What does that tell you? That the Hausa race no longer exists. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? Do you want the same thing to happen to your families, to your villages? Do you want your towns, let's say Obomosho, to be renamed into a Fulani name? Do you want Onisha to answer a Fulani name? Forget all the nonsense about unity of Nigeria. All they are uniting against is your common interest. Unless you prefer epileptic power supply, unless you prepare to live your whole life without running water, unless you want to live in abject poverty and deprivation, your only alternative is a revolution. Let nobody discourage you. All the countries of the world doing very, very well, they all went through a revolution. You must go through it. If you don't go through it, you can never ever survive. As a people, Fulani will take you over. As simple as that. This very day, we are making it known to the whole world that the Muslim extremist dictatorship masquerading as a secular democratic government must be demolished. It must be demolished for you to survive. They have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably. I assure you. I assure you. The zoo is on its knees. Everybody knows that the zoo called Nigeria is on its knees. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows nothing is functioning. You are all aware of it. When they say go and register for NIM or whatever, NIN or whatever rubbish is called, all of you trooped out without legislation, without any laws. Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Why did they not say...
Begging. They actually beg. And listen to me, I'm not just telling you this thing. They are going to build, there's a mud Bruce. Bruce, the young man that said, no, you understand? You can see the young man, that Meron, yeah, Bruce, who set himself ablaze. That is the person I'm talking about. If that young man can sacrifice himself as a result of what has happened, how much more you being the Biafran person, which in one way or the other you lose. If you did not lose in terms of money, you lose in terms of property. If you did not lose in terms of property, you lose in terms of human blood. You lose in terms of leadership. So in one way or the other, every Eastern man bears loss during the war, that civil war. So you cannot just come after losing all this. You come back and begin to partner with your enemies who are causing so much pain, and they are not even ready to repent. You see why the woman, Bianca Ojukwu, I said the step that she have taken is a good step, and whosoever that gave her that advice, love her so much. And now she want to build this thing in Anambra State regard to that young man, which she said the day of the opening that they are going to, that she is going to invite the family of that young man, the surviving family, you know, in regard as respecting what the young man have done for the respect of the Biafrans. So I love this. And if the leaders can as well, those people that are call themselves leaders in the Fulani houses, I mean the governors, if they can come together and agree that what happened or what is going on in Benue must not happen or take place in their own state, it is a very good omen. And it will give them more credit and more kudos. Yes, because nobody will say, okay, oh, I love what happened in Benue. What if it's your own children or your own family? So put yourself in the shoe of others. If what happened to others, it happened to you, will you be happy? The Bible says, first and foremost, remove within your eye before you think of removing it from another person. So you can see what happened in Benue. Is it good? If it happened to your children or to you, how will you feel? So you need to wake up from your slumber and do the right thing and do the needful. That is necessary before it becomes too late. And that was the mistake that the Benue people and their governor as at that time made. Of which that the same mistake is what the current governor is doing. Which is not supposed to be so. For you to be a governor, you must have a purpose. A positive one as that. But whereby you do not consider the people first, you do not consider life first, you do not consider their property, their safety first, that means you are impotent. You are immobile. That means you are not competent to be a governor. So Benue should question their governor. That means the governor's hand is there over what is happening to them. They should rise up on their own to do something. And at the same time, regard to what has happened in Enugu State. And I use this opportunity to ask Mba. I know Mba is a Fulani governor. He represents the Fulanis in Enugu. And that is why he appointed the Fulani man, Usman Abubakar, to be one of his advisor, aides. I know. But nevertheless, Enugu State needs safety. Amuful people need security. Not security, not Fulani security in the name of Nigerian military. Because the Boko Haram have taken over Nigerian military. Nigerian military is porous and they have been balkanized. They are no longer Fulani military that we know that Africa is using to make matter before, or Nigeria is using to brag before. No, nothing like a military power, strength, or might again in Nigeria. Nigeria did not have military again. What they have is Boko Haram military, militias. Are you hearing me? So let them look for people, find means, ESN are there. Let them protect the people of the East because they are capable. You can't continue wasting life like this.
The status government to listen to Ejimako advice.
Of course, they have the right. They're supposed to listen to Ejimako if they have good intention, if they have good heart, if they really want to protect the family, they really want to protect the property, they really want to protect life of the Enuguans, Enugu citizen, Enugu indigent, not just Enugu. The human being living in Enugu State, the human being living in the whole Southeast need protection. They need proper security. So, of which their life is very, very important in terms of protection, in terms of security. And that is the that should be number one priority of every governor in that state. Because you are not going there for yourself. People voted for you to be there. Even if at all, not everybody that voted for you, maybe you did not win election, but opportunity, that privilege was given to you. For the sake of those that at least, even if it's one person, for the sake of that one person that cast his or her vote for you, it means the person loves you. So you're supposed to protect the life of that person. They should value life and should regard it. And they should take it as one of their number one priority. That's my message to them. Let them, if they want, it's not by force. After I'm not the governor, they are the governor, and it will be to their own credentials. If they should do that, not to me, but I'm only advocating, I'm only speaking my mind because I'm a human.
But when
and I have feelings
when Nnamdi Kanu created ESN, they were so upset. Would they be regretting, them countering Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes, those that have countered Nnamdi Kanu among the people that are being quiet today, I believe that they will be regretting it so madly and so seriously. Yes, not even the South-East government, because those ones are serving their masters. You understand? I'm talking about the South-East indigenous, the people themselves, because among them was misled out of misinformation that kick against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the kick against that is ESN. Especially in that Enugu, many of them say they don't want ESN. Is that they chase away ESN. You understand? From Enugu, you can see what is happening today. But when ESN was there, they no born Fulani where to go and vandalize or destroy people like this. You see the importance and the advantage of the ESN. You understand? So, and that just, it's like, I know despite that Amoteku is still serving Nigerian government, but despite that, there are some extent Amoteku have been protecting Yorubas in their land, not allowing the Fulanis to be buying people in Yoruba land anyhow, the way they are doing in other places. You understand? So you cannot take it, at least you cannot take the, although when they arrest the Fulanis, they hand them over to the police. Police will still free them. They will come back to carry out their evil activities. I understand that, but at least for the fact that Amoteku is in this place, there is a limit at which Fulani can operate there. Likewise, if they have ESN, there is a limit if Fulanis can penetrate in that side. I don't know if you get me. So, and so far so good, ESN is very, very important. They need to be recognized. They need to be called back in the whole Southeast for the safety of the people, because the security personnel we have are not capable. In fact, they are cooperating and they are working with the Fulanis. So for how long shall we continue like this? Baba, let's settle it once and for all.
This man here, Kanu, as you know, is from Abia State. But as an elder statesman, he's supposed to be. Everything happening in Igbo land supposed to be his concern. Like the killing now that is trending almost different places now in Igbo land. Like what is going on in Enugu State on Sunday, on Saturday, on Monday, killing in Ehamo for Inisus on local government area. When all these things are going on, look at what this man is saying, reducing himself just to a media boy to the Senate president. Take a listen.
I want to thank Uncommon Senate President. I hope you will remember. This is why I want to, especially on my morning jog. I'm wearing the free cap medical services he gave to Akwa Ibom people. And I want him to come and do it also in Abia. He will start with my senatorial district before he goes for my people so they can enjoy like the people of Akwa Ibom are enjoying. So Uncommon, better watch me. I won't wear this cap for free because it's a publicity I'm giving you a free medical. You must come and do it in Abia North. It was a contract we signed. S.East was my witness. And Governor former governor of Ekiti State, he was also there when we signed the contract. I'm waiting. Abia North, wait for Senate President free medical. It's coming and we will have it.
Good evening everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. I am making this video the late evening of Monday, the 16th day of June 2025. Now, one of the most common questions in Nigeria right now as I speak to you is, what do we do to stop all this killing? What do we do to stop Fulani terrorists from invading our community? What do we do? What is the solution? That is one of the most trending questions in Nigeria. After all, yes, it's worth it because what is happening now is that Nigerians are dying like fowls, just like, you know, when you are killing goats or killing bushmeat. Nobody cares about the lives in Nigeria any longer. Now, the question is very important. Let's start from it. Now, don't be biased. I want you to follow me in this video step by step for you to understand the concept of the solution or the concept of the, answer to this trending question. Back then in 2013, 2014, everything happening now was what Nnamdi Kanu started saying before he started, agitating and asking for referendum and so on and so forth. He said he can't keep watching a situation where their mothers will go to the farm and they will be raped. If you go to the police station, they will close the case. Every normal human being must ask questions. Every normal human being must ask for solution. Everything people are seeing today, it did not start today. Now the question I want to ask you is, why is it that people find it difficult to understand what someone like Nnamdi Kanu said before? But right now, everybody is trying to dance to that tune. And let me tell you, what is going on in Nigeria now have not started. I'm sorry to say this, but if you watch, everything is just normal understanding of trends. If you understand how things are going, you will know that what is going on in Nigeria now, it have not started because it has a purpose. There is a reason why it started. There is nothing happens for nothing. Now, let me take you back to what is going on in so many villages. All these terrorists are being eliminated. Yes, they are being killed every day. The sting of these terrorists, their backbone, their strength is the government allowed them to carry ammunition. And secondly, the governments are backing them. Most of the government agencies are backing them through the security operatives. These are the two areas where these people are having strength. Even though there are 100 people who have AK-47, they can't defeat any village in Nigeria unless that village is a camp. Because people are now seeking natural help like their cultures used to do before. When you shoot them, your gun will not even work. You shoot them, it will not enter. All those things are going on and people are using it to defeat all these terrorists as I speak to you. But the only backbone of these terrorists is that the security operatives are backing them up and the government refused to collect the gun from them. That is it. These are the two major issues. If you remove these two major issues, they're not born any terrorist to enter one village and say he will get out of the village. They will kill him, and of which they have been killing them. All right, that is apart. What is happening in Enugu State, they are subduing it not to be in the media. A lot of things are going on in Enugu State. It did not start today, however. In this Ehamofu issues of local government area, it's been up to 6 years now. This place is a dead zone. No-go area is a dead zone. It's a dead zone. And in the same area, suspected herdsmen, as Nigerian media used to write it, killed 4 in fresh attack on Enugu community. This is a fresh attack, they killed 4. Now, let's understand what the article reads. It says at least 4 residents of Ikpakpara village in Agomed, Ehamofu issues on local government area of Enugu state have been killed by suspected herdsmen. Several others are still missing as search parties have been launched to recover the missing residents, dead or alive. And I still put forward the question, how many years are these people going to continue to do all these things? For how many years? No, just for how many years? The article continues that Ogbuzuru Ebe, a community leader who confirmed the recent attack to Sarah reporters on Monday by full reveal that the attack occurred on Sunday evening. Although the details of the attack were still unfolding, Ebe said, "We just recovered 4 bodies of people killed on their farms. We are looking for 7 people who are still missing after the attack. The attack is the latest in a series of violent assaults by suspected herdsmen in Ehamofu, which have resulted in the deaths of scores of farmers and widespread sexual violence against the women." Now, this issue of killing of Ehamofu, the question here is, all these invaders, they call them Fulani terrorists or herdsmen, what is their purpose? We are refusing to ask a very simple question. What is the purpose of this attack? These people have a long-term plan. They have a long-term strategy to take communities upon communities from people. Do you know that most governors are aware of what is going on, and most governors are in the plan because of their political ambition? They will protect them at all costs. At all costs, you won't lose any case in the court. You won't do all those things. Even though they did not even vote for you, you go to court, you can even win. It's up to that extent. But you must allow these people to be. And these people have a long-term plan. It could be up to 50 years, 60 years. That time you might not be here on earth. But they have this mentality. We must make this place to be our own. They kill you, they do all sort of things. They are the same thing with Boko Haram, they are the same thing with ISWAP, they are the same thing with all these terrorists. Their sole aim is to Islamize Nigeria. But they have branches, they have departments. Boko Haram says that Western education is a sin. These people are direct to Islamization and Sharia. Lakurawa, the same thing. Mahmuda, the same thing. The only difference is that all these people they called herdsmen, terrorists, they are the one who are paving way, capturing lands for them, capturing places. There will be civil war in Nigeria, unfortunately. There would be civil war if these things continue. Civil war is imminent. This is not only about warmongering. Civil war is imminent. There is no way people can continue like this. No way. No way. There must be a civil war to end all these things. But Nigerians are too afraid even to talk. Ordinarily to talk, they are too afraid. But the fear is going to go out.
All of you watching